Hey everybody, Jeremy here from Shade Tree Vintage Auto and DD Auto Salvage here in Logan, Utah. Today we're going to talk about the 2/3 Cuda right here. It's a real 1972 340 Cuda, and I'm going to tell you why this car should not be built. So as stated, this is a real 1972 340 Cuda. As you can see right here in the VIN number, it is a BS23H2B. So the BS is Barracuda, and then Cuda, and the H means it's a 340 car. Real deal. Basically on this video, I'm going to kind of go over why I don't think this car should be built. But also, I'm going to be putting this car on eBay right after I post this video with a $50 starting bid and no reserve. So somebody could theoretically buy this car with the title for $50. Obviously, whatever gets bid up to is what it's going to sell for. But here's the thing. I know some people are going to just bid it up just for fun. In order for this to work, it has to be followed through. Because I don't think that this car, as it sits, is worth more than probably $1,500. And I don't think there's any chance it will get bid up to that high. And actually follow through. So I'm going to tell you why I don't think this car should be built. One, as you can see, it literally tore in half when we moved it. A lot of people say, save it, it's real Cuda. But the thing is, it's just not reasonable to save this car or a car in this condition. Unless it was like a Hemi car or six-pack car or something like that, it's just not feasible. I mean, there's nothing really here to build. Some people would try to save things and say it's not a rebody, but there's no way to build this car without either welding a new body, all from AMD, or putting the VIN tag and the few body numbers that are here onto another body. So as you can see, this is the front frame rail, inner fenders and everything. None of it's any good. It does have a K-frame. You could clean that up and save it, but that's about it. The drum has disc brakes. You might could rebuild them, but you'd be better off just getting new ones. Like I said, real Cuda, there's the emblem. But there's really, other than the roof and the roof structure, there's nothing on this car body-wise that's really any good. So the first thing I'm going to kind of do, just to break it up for those that still are thinking save it, it's well worth it, I'm going to just kind of go over a list that I made talking about the sheet metal. So as you can see, both quarter panels are junk, right? And I'm going to just talk about just the materials right now. So the quarter panels are junk. They're $650 each for just the sheet metal. Those are full quarter panels, about $650 each. Then you've got the door skins. These door skins are pretty rough, and you know, the inners might be able to be used, but the skins are bad. They are $350 each for just the outer skin. Fenders. These fenders are junk. You can see they are rusted out at the bottom. They're rusted out up in here, right, all on the inside. For those fenders, those are $500 each, right? The hood is junk. It does have the insert, well, most of the inserts, it's missing the little gill piece. That hood is $600. The header panel, which goes between the fenders up in this area, that's not even existent here on this car, that's $260. The deck lid, this one could be saved. I don't know how the inner is because I can't get the trunk open, but if it needs to be replaced, that's $300. The tail panel's rusted out, smashed, not really any good. The tail panel, $500. Front valance, completely gone on this, $200. The rear valance, maybe be able to save. Don't know, that'll just be up to whoever builds it. The rear valance is $270. So just in that sheet metal, that's the outer part of the sheet metal, that is $5,129 just for outer sheet metal. Then you've got the rear frame rails, which are toast on this, $380 each. You got the rear cross member that goes on the inside of the floor right here across where the shocks mount. That's $140. The front cross member, which is non-existent on this piece or in the car, that cross member is $300. The front frame rails, which you can see are completely toast right here. But these ones do come with the shock mounts, so that's a plus. That's this piece right here that the shock obviously mounts to. Those are $720 each. Then you've got the firewall right here. This firewall is completely destroyed. So firewall is $850. The core support right here. You can see the core support. You could try to save it if you really wanted to and save a little bit of money. But I mean, if you're this far in, $450 is nothing, right? The full floor pan. Well, I mean, there isn't one, right? So that full floor pan, that does go, I believe it goes back to right there all the way to the front. That is $600. And then you've got the rear piece that's the hump that comes down right there that goes underneath the seat. That's $275. The trunk floor pan, which you can kind of see through the taillight holes, is gone. The trunk floor is $300. The inner wheelhouses, so you got an inner wheelhouse and an outer. So you got like inner and then outer wheelhouse. Sorry, I covered it up. The inner is $300 for the pair, and the outer are $200 for the pair. Trunk extensions, which are on the inside of the quarter panel right here. Those trunk extensions are $110 each. Your rocker panels on this thing are toast. And I don't even know if these rocker panels are inner and outer or just the outer part, but the rockers are $230 each. Then you got the door jamb right here on the inside. Those are $185 each. You could save up here, but I couldn't even find those. The A-pillars will definitely need some work. I mean, everything needs some work. So that part, just the structure part, you're looking at $6,665. Now that's not even counting like the rust repair on the roof if you were to save that. I didn't price a Dutchman panel because this one's not bad. But I mean, there's still a lot of work that would need to be done just to fix the few pieces of metal that you do keep. So you're looking at $11,794 or more just in sheet metal. That's not any of the labor. That's just in sheet metal. And I know I'm missing a few pieces that I didn't get to. Then you figure just to put the body back together. This isn't counting any of the labor for paint or even the finish work. It's just assembling the body. You're looking at least 200 hours. And then if you added a shop, I mean, very minimum at $100 an hour for shop rate, you're looking at over $20,000 just to have the labor done to put the body together, right? Granted, this is if you have somebody else do it and you don't do it yourself, but still, $20,000 right there. So you're into it $32,000 at least just to have a body. That's not rolling, that's not glass, that's not paint, that's nothing. That's just having the body. No mechanical, nothing. What does a 72 340 Cuda sell for in good condition? I mean, 40, 50. So you're into it well over half, 2/3 of a completely beautiful running driving car just to have a body on casters. So that's why I don't feel cars like this should be built. Unless it's something like a Hemi car or a six-pack car or has like, you know, a bunch of sentimental value to you because it was a family member's car or something. But you got to remember that sentimental value does not transfer value. That doesn't mean the price is worth more because the car is worth more to you. That sentimental value is only to you, not to other people. And I find way too many people think that because it's sentimental to them, it means it's worth more to other people. But that's a whole different topic. So anyway, this car is going to be listed on eBay. $50 starting bid, no reserve, has a title. Obviously, this car will need to be picked up here at DD Auto Salvage in Logan, Utah. I don't think a transport company will come and get it. You'll have to come pick it up yourself. There's really nothing here to build. I know I'm really trying to sell this car by how I'm describing it, but I'm trying to be honest. This car is parts at best. I mean, it does have some good parts. It has a good dash frame, has a steering column that's good for either a 4-speed or console shift. And this car was apparently a console shift car at one point. Obviously, there's no fender tack or build sheet. I mean, what you see is what you get. I think it does have an 8 3/4. Yep, 8 3/4. But what you see is what you get. We can lift it up with a forklift and put it on your trailer for you. Like I said, I don't think any transportation company would be interested in hauling this, and it would cost you a lot of money. Basically, if you buy it, you pay for it, you have to come and get it. That's the deal. And I mean, like I said, we're glad to help you load it up and show you around the rest of the yard. And anyway, so thanks for watching. And then be sure to check it out on eBay. I'll put the link down here in the description so you can check it out. If you have any interest in any of the other cars that you see here, or looking for parts or something, be sure to hit me up, ShadeTreeVintageAuto@gmail.com. Some of the cars are sold, like this Challenger, but most everything is available as either a whole or parts in this area of the yard. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Like I said, DD Auto Salvage in Logan, Utah. Check this out on eBay. It's currently May 2nd, 2023. I'm going to try to get this uploaded and on eBay tonight or first thing in the morning. So watch for it, May 3rd, 2023. And let's see what this does. Like I said, in order to see what it's actually worth, it can't just get bid up to a certain number. Someone has to follow through and actually pay for it. So thanks for watching. If you have any interest in any of the cars or parts that you've seen, hit me up at ShadeTreeVintageAuto@gmail.com, and that email is down below. We're here at DD Auto and Salvage in Logan, Utah. That's where all of our cars are. And if you purchase anything, we can easily assist with loading. We don't set up the transportation just because there's so much information the transporters need from you guys. But we are happy to assist in any way. And then there's going to be a whole bunch more videos of cars for sale coming up. I still have over 15 cars we need to go get in Idaho, and we're always getting more. I'm going to be listing a bunch more for sale shortly. Also, a whole bunch of other stuff going on content-wise, kind of behind the curtains, but we're going to get going on them soon. I've got the Super Coupe we're going to do. I've got the Challenger, a couple of Roadrunners, the Moulin Rouge 70 Duster. That's going to be fun. And then so many more. We just picked up a Challenger SRT 8 with the 392. We're going to use that engine and trans and something, so watch for that. That will probably be next year, something that we really start doing stuff. A lot of really cool stuff coming up. But anyway, be sure to like and subscribe, turn on those notifications so that you can see anytime something comes up. And again, anything that you're interested in, cars or parts wise, ShadeTreeVintageAuto@gmail.com. I try to save as many of the cars as we can. However, for various reasons, some of the cars are just parts cars. Sometimes it's due to the paperwork status. Sometimes it's just due to nobody wanting to buy the whole car. There's all sorts of different things. But really, I want to get the cars out there to you guys, to those of you who have dreamt about having these project cars for however long it may be. Realistically, I believe, get the car, make it safe, make it run and drive good, and go have fun. It doesn't need to be shiny. It doesn't need to look spectacular. Just go have fun with it. That's what it's all about, is the enjoyment. Anyway, so thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day.